mayor's office, I hosted 240 delegates from around the entire world. And this is mayors and consuls and you know, student groups and business groups. And it didn't really matter to me. They were all the same. They were all just people. Unfortunately, I kind of messed that up and never took any pictures with any of these people. So I couldn't even begin to tell you who they were. But it was a very impressive group of individuals. We actually had the consul from Mexico come to visit the mayor one time. And it was really an interesting conversation because I don't think our mayor, while he knew that I spoke Spanish, I don't think he actually put two and two together. So when the consul was here, obviously he's got his interpreter with him, but we're sitting in the conference room and I've got the mayor on one side and the consul on the other side. I'm sitting kind of in between the two of them, the translator and everybody else. And somehow I began talking to our consul. He speaks to me in Spanish. I translate to the mayor in English. The mayor speaks to me in English. I translate and speak to him in Spanish. And all of a sudden, by the third time that happened, Mayor Brown looks at me and he says, "You speak Spanish?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." And so it was really fun. It was really interesting. It was really nice. They actually formed a really nice alliance. And as you know, the consul, each new consul has continued to come to Jacksonville. And we now, from what I understand, we have a Mexican group, an association as well. So obviously was a good introduction at that time, and they continue to come, which is really exciting.
I would say in 1993, he decided to open with his brother, a restaurant. It wasn't any Cuban restaurant in Jacksonville, even though there was a lot of Cubans. And that's when they opened the Havana JAX. And in the beginning, Armando wants me to be part of the restaurant, and I did not want it. Even when we opened the restaurant and back in 1994, I will order from Miami the plantains, this Cuban seasoning, like Sazon Goya, the black beans. They didn't have any black beans. We had to order the black beans. And that was a guy who used to have like a little grocery Latino from Puerto Rico. And I ordered it from him, and he will make a trip to Miami every week. The restaurant is being my life, my child. I had give everything for that business. It's been my pride. It's being a place, you know, where Latinos show in Jacksonville. And I always did manage the restaurant with the mentality that this is a Latino place, even though it has the name of Cuba and the menu is Cuban. When we first came to Jacksonville, nobody speaks Spanish. It was very difficult for me. I did not speak any English. I have 2 kids. I didn't drive, you know, but pretty much, you know, everything was closed. And I remember the biggest highway, no highway, but boulevard that we have in Jacksonville was University Boulevard. Going to the beach was like going to another city, you know, because you go through in a road, you know, that you only see pine tree on both sides. It was very neat. I mean, I usually love it. I always feel like this is and I still think, you know, this is a big town, you know, it's not even a city. Everywhere, Latinos everywhere. They're very well-known Latinos, Latinos who help other Latinos. You know, it's amazing. It is amazing. Now you can see Latinos restaurant everywhere, Latino produce in Publix. It's a Latino produce there. Fruits that I haven't seen, you know, unless I go to Miami or Nicaragua. Now you can find them here in Jacksonville. It's like probably like Miami back in the early 70s when I first came, what it is Jacksonville now. Cuba Libre, which is a great place, you know, to have the community for anything, for meetings, for las elecciones, for Chamber of Commerce, for anything. Is proud of it. I'm proud to be a Latina.